my friends, welcome back to Dev Diary. So today I came up with a tutorial where I thought of improving a code little more to make it more readable. As you can see, it is a JavaScript code stuff, actually a redux function. So it uses promises and functions like those things. So let's see how we can improve it more. This will be a small tutorial actually, but when you are going along with the long code segments, this will be really useful and it will be helpful for you to manage the code in a better way. So let's start. This is the function I'm going to change in this tutorial. So at the end of the tutorial, this fetch user function will be changed to a different one. This function contains return and promise. First I'm going to deal with return part. First, we don't need this return block anymore because this is the only thing we are going to return from this function. So let me clean it like that. And after that, I'm going to change this function part as well because we can go with arrow functions here instead of a function like this. And now we are having an error because I haven't added arrow yet. Let me add it. Now we are good to go. Most of the things are done, but there is one small thing. We don't need brackets here because dispatch is the only one parameter we are going to use in this function. In that way, we don't need brackets. So now we are done with outside return function and now it looks good. I'm coming back to the promise. Personally, I don't much going well with promises because I still feel this makes code much harder to read. So I'm going to introduce async keyword here like this. So I introduce async keyword to this dispatch function. Before adding async, you need to identify what is the exact place, exact function you are going to use await keyword, and that is the place where you need to add async. Now I'm going to introduce await keyword here. Like this, I'm going to take this get part to the Axios, and after that going to introduce new variable called res like this, and now we are going to introduce await keyword to the function. Great. So now we have done with introducing, and then I have to deal with the then part. We don't need anymore, and like this I'm going to remove. And now we have new variable called res with the result. So we have to change the payload like this. Okay, going to remove this line because we don't need it anymore. And now we are good to go. Now we have done with this part. There is one thing, we don't need these brackets anymore because we can go with underscore. So now we are good to go. Now we have done with this change, and now code is much improved and take it to the less line of codes. So actually I forgot to copy the earlier code, so now I have to copy this one and do some undos to get this earlier state. Let me do it quickly. Yeah, like this, and yeah, okay, not like that. Yeah, now we are good to go. Then I'm going to paste this one here like this. So now you can see we have added await and async keywords and changed the code little more. Now we changed the several line of codes into the 2 line of code. So this is a very small change, but if you think in a large code basis, this will bring a huge change, and this will introduce much readability into the code. So now dispatch function is a separate function like that. So this code can be improved further with different kind of things, but let me show it to you like this. So if we paste the await here, and if we remove these brackets now like this, so now the code is changed and just one line, everything is done in one line. So but personally I don't feel going up to that level of refactoring because when we are doing a refactoring, we need to keep the simplified code, and we need to make the code readable. So there is a balance between that. So somehow now code is much better and it is much readable than the previous one. This is the code segment I wanted to share with you with refactoring. So keep in mind when you are doing your next coding stuff with promises, try to use async and await and more simplified code. It is needed in JavaScript codes most of the time. So thank you for watching and staying with me for past few minutes, and see you in another video. Subscribe my channel and give your feedbacks to me via comments, and give your suggestions and stuff I would like to discuss with you all. Again, thank you for watching. See you again. Bye for now.